time for Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. It's Grand Bahama's best talk show, highlighting all of the positive things happening in Freeport.
Look forward to our special guests each week that will tell you about events, activities, and initiatives that are making a remarkable impact on our community.
You'll also hear from local business owners and get a heads up on deals and special promotions. It's time to Focus Forward. Good morning. We are live here on Grand Bahama's Best Talk Show, Focus Forward, sponsored by the Invest Grand Bahama unit of the Grand Bahama Port Authority. My name is Glendia Sweeting, the Business Development Officer at GBPA, and I am joined by my lovely co-host, Alex Thompson from the Downtown Freeport Business Association. She is the Executive Director there. Alex, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. That title is always a mouthful, isn't it?
Yes, it's just so many words.
It's a lot of words.
But it means a lot. It means a lot.
It means a lot, and it carries a lot of work for me to do.
Exactly. Wow. Okay. All right. It's always great to be back on another informative episode of Focus Forward. We are live on KISS 96 FM and also on Facebook on the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau page. A lot of those other words, right?
A lot of those other words, yes.
All right. And each week we promise to bring you highlights about what is happening in Freeport, all of the positive events and initiatives that's going on. And of course, this week is no different. And you know, everybody knows, this is Cancer Awareness Month. And so our guests today, they're from Fast Track Management and also the Hope Ball Committee.
That's right. We have them here. And the whole purpose of Focus Forward is to keep you on the pulse of what's going on, all the positive things happening in Grand Bahama. Right. And we are really excited because this month is full of events.
Yes.
Full of events. We have 3 wonderful people here joining us, and we are going to hear all about what's going on in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, great. So we're going to get to them in just a minute, but we want to remind everyone that's watching today and listening, of course, about the business diversity waiver that's being offered by the Grand Bahama Port Authority for new and startup businesses. If you want to get started with a new business, you want to get started in the downtown area, you have a unique idea, something that's brand new, different, never before seen here on Grand Bahama Island, of course, you may have an opportunity to take advantage of that great waiver. Of course, we have some criteria that you would have to meet, but you can get the information on that. Just call 350-9018 or 350-9050. And Alex, we have entrepreneurs that are taking advantage of that.
Yes.
I mean, they are calling in, they're
it's a
emailing.
Great incentive.
Yes, they're applying, and so they're getting
free
started.
of license.
Yes.
I mean, if I can do it right now, I'll start another business, but we'll talk about that at another time.
All right, definitely. And then you can take that money and you can put it back into your business.
Put it back into your business. There's
Yeah.
nothing like having enough inventory, and then there's more equipment that you need to buy.
Exactly.
Any savings is a savings worth having, I can tell you that.
Right.
And small businesses are joining together. We have other persons that are around town that want to find out, how can I get help, how can I get started? And the Small Business Bureau is there at the GB Port Authority and is willing to help them.
Great, yeah. And definitely we want to encourage persons, if you are interested, even if you're thinking about doing something, this is the time, this is the opportunity while that business diversity waiver is available to everyone. Just meet the criteria. So Alex, what else is happening in Freeport?
Oh my goodness, last week was a full week for me, but especially for the small businesses of Grand Bahama. We were able to meet with the Deputy Prime Minister and to talk about our concerns as small businesses as relates to the new policies implemented at Customs and as well as some other concerns that we have. And even better, he's agreed to meet with us again with additional ministers this Friday. And what we have is the Downtown Freeport Business Association has been meeting with other small businesses and encouraging them to come out because we make a difference. We are stronger together, and we have shown that once we band together, the government is listening. That is exciting. That was a big event last week, and I'm excited about it happening again this Friday.
Definitely. And of course, you know, in the last two shows ago, we had Senator Kwesi Thompson speaking with us. We were live on location at the Business to Business Expo.
Yes.
And so he gave us a lot of great information there. So, you know, I'm just saying that to say if you want to know what's really happening, you definitely need to check with us. Come to Focus Forward.
You have to be
tuned
in.
To find out. Yeah.
You have to be tuned in.
Definitely. So what we have going on today?
Today we have, like I said, 3 fantastic guests in the studio. Our first guest is the proprietor of Fast Track Management, who is hosting a major event this weekend and who will make a donation on behalf of the Cancer Awareness. And let's welcome here with us Mr. Ravano Ferguson.
Welcome.
Thank you for
He's
having me.
Mr. Pink today. He's Mr. Pink
Mr.
today.
Pink, yes,
Hey,
Mr. Pink.
That time of the year.
It's that time of the year. Okay, exactly.
And also today we have joining us Nurse Pam Wiley Ferguson, who is the founder of the Hope Gala Ball and also the president of the Hope Society. She's busy, Alex.
She's very busy.
She is joined by Mr. Oswald Ellis, who is no stranger here to us on Focus Forward.
Not
we
at
had him
all.
several months ago.
Yes.
So welcome back, Mr. Ellis, and thank you guys so much for coming. And Mr. Ellis is the executive officer of the Hope Gala Ball as well.
He's
So
a
we want
busy
to
man
welcome
too.
you guys. Yes, these are busy people.
These are busy people.
I'm telling you, especially with the events that are coming up. So since we have a full house today, let's just get right to it. So Mr. Ferguson, this Saturday, Fast Track Management is going to be hosting the Relay for Cancer. That's big.
Yes, this is actually our 6th annual Relief for Cancer. We've been doing
congratulations.
and donating to the various cancer organizations for the last 6 years and assisting with young women getting mammograms. So we've been doing a lot of good with our proceeds from this venture. Once again, I'd like to thank GBPA for always supporting that initiative because they've been with us since inception as a sponsor. So I would like to thank them too.
Great. And it's been 6 years, you said,
Yes.
that you've been doing it.
Yes.
That's a long time.
It takes commitment.
Yeah, it really does.
takes
But it's
commitment.
good to see a young person, just going out there, taking the time to do something that matters. And so, we really appreciate that. Alex, you're going to be out there on Saturday?
I'm going to be out there on Saturday. Tell me a little bit about what made you decide to come up with the event.
Well, I have an aunt that actually beat breast cancer, and she actually had a last treatment 6 years ago. And that's when we basically we started Fast Track Athletics right after that. And Fast Track Relay for Cancer was our first actual event that we hosted as a athletic club. And it only started off with a relay, but now it has evolved to having the 5K, the 10K, then we have the corporate relay section. I hope to see y'all in.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. We'll
it's,
be there.
it's
We'll be
definitely
there.
evolving.
When Dee and I will be in the walking section.
Yeah.
We'll be in the walking section.
So
And
give us
nurse.
a quick rundown, because you started to talk about it a little bit. So when persons get started on Saturday,
Yeah.
what can they expect?
It's definitely an exciting event. We have tons of giveaways. The 10K starts at 6 a.m., the 5K starts at 6:45, and then the actual relay, which actually started the whole event, starts at 7:30. So we have different start times for different events because we have people training for different aspects of their endurance runs. We have some people training for the marathons, which need a little 10K run. And we have live music. We have DJ, bouncing castles. So it's going to be a fun-filled event. Afterwards, we have our awards that we're going to be giving out and a ton of prizes.
And where can they register those who want to take part?
Actually, all fitness centers have registration forms. We'll be by Out to Sea Restaurant tomorrow evening from 5 to 8 doing late registration for the 10Ks. And the absolute last time you can register for the 5K will be 6 a.m. On Saturday morning.
Okay. All
And the
right.
walking section.
The walking section. Y'all free to register anytime.
Anytime. All right. Thank you so much, Ravano. Nurse Ferguson, you founded the Alive Hope Gala Ball. What is the true purpose of the ball?
The true purpose of the ball is helping. Some years ago, I got involved with the cancer organization. It was back about, over 15 years with my dearest friend, Torith Corley, who has passed. And she got me involved in it. And from that end, I think my passion has always been serving and helping people. So when it came up to the raising funds and knowing how persons were coming out and needed help so badly, I decided that, you know what, we just need to do something to raise some funds. Let's just start this ball, Hope Ball. And this year is going to be the 7th year. And we've started from that end. Since we've been doing that, our goal has, it's a new baby, and everything graduates and it takes time. But we've helped so many persons. As a matter of fact, we just got 2 WhatsApp the other day from a young girl who's like 23, is in the U.S., Bahamian, ovarian cancer, who needs help. At the pink party we had the other night, a 25-year-old came up to me, and she was like, I'm recovering from cancer now too. So the passion is so deep, And persons, everybody know how it is with jobs and all of that. So in any way we can help, that's a goal of the ball, to help our Grand Bahamians so that they can get the support. Even if we can't do everything, because medical is really, truly expensive, but the little that you do, it goes a long way. And we've had so many persons call back and say thank you.
Wow, you guys just seem like, you know, those unsung heroes. You're doing these things behind the scene, but it means so much. You know, it's very impactful. And, you know, for persons that are recovering and persons that need the assistance, I am sure they're so happy, they're so pleased, they're so relieved that they can get some assistance. So that's what you guys are doing is wonderful, all of you, really. It's wonderful.
Yes.
Mr. Ellis. So, of course, the Alive Hope Gala Ball is coming up shortly. That's October 21st. And you are the executive director. And they tell me, listen, whenever Ozzy does something, it off the chain. So,
it's going to be lit, they say. That's what they say. It's going to be
exactly.
lit.
It's going to be lit.
It's going to be lit.
So tell us a little bit
about
tell us a little bit about the event, what you guys have in store for the community.
Well, it's going to be slightly different this year, but a lot of some of the same elements. We will have the live bands. We have the police pop band and also Uppercut. Then I don't know if some of you would know Demetrius. That's the karaoke king. He's going to be here to MC the event. And we 3 years ago, we started something called the Survivors Portrait Series. And this year we're doing that, and we have 8 survivors that we're going to feature this year. And we're going to offer the artists an opportunity to display their artwork in the foyer area. So it's going to be a different experience this year.
Where is it going to be held?
At the Grand Lucayan.
Okay, all right. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, and they have a good lineup. Demetrius is going to be the MC.
So
you're in for a good time.
I mean, this is exciting.
What we try to do is really focus on the support that we offer to the survivors, because that's the most important thing of the event. And you know, until you meet someone that is battling cancer, you really don't know what they experience. And it's a life-changing experience, not just for the cancer survivor, but for you as an individual.
Okay. Now, Ms. Ferguson, you're the president of the Hope Society. Tell us about the organization. Tell us how persons can reach out to the association, how they can help, how they can donate, and tell us the importance of its role in this community.
In this community, I'd always go back to my medical experience, being a nurse and seeing persons being diagnosed and seeing the difficulties of persons have to travel back and forth to Nassau or to the U.S. to get treatment. And we're here in the Bahamas, Grand Bahama, which is, they call it the second city. I still think it's the first city. And there's not a chemo bay here, so persons have to travel. My aim and my goal was to get a home, where persons could come and have their treatments done in Grand Bahama, because you need that support, family support, when you're having that treatment. Because you go through, nobody knows what they go through, but you can only imagine some of them. I don't even know if I can really say truthfully, I can imagine. I don't think we can, unless you've been through it, to know that the family support that you would need. I can tell from that point of view where family support means so much, because I watch the patient, if they don't have that family support, how devastating that can be. And if you have to go travel to get that, it costs you money from airline tickets. Can you afford tickets for you and a family member to go to Nassau to have this done? It's costly. And wherein we can have that done here, where your family members could be with you. And we had a single mother who had to go to Nassau with kids. Sister Breast Cancer Support Group, which I guess who never heard much about. They took up the challenge. They had to feed the kids, make sure, take care of them until that moms came back over on the island.
So your final goal, your ultimate goal is to have a cancer bay here where they can get treatment. And how would persons who are not coming to the Hope Ball or who want to continue to donate or help, how can they donate their time, their effort, their finances, their funds?
I am so glad you asked. I am so glad we got a home, and we are so pleased to to Mr. Teddy Stalin. I don't know, it's where Bentley's. It used to be the old Chart House. It's now Bentley's. In the back, there is a building that we have. We're asking, we need some contractors to come and lend their support, because it's not all about money. If you can do it in their home, to help with materials and labor and all of that is a nice, big, beautiful.
So how would they be able to reach? Would they contact you?
533-3384.
And they'll be asking for you.
533-3384. And they can ask for Nurse
And you will
Ferguson.
direct them, and you'll tell them what you need.
And we
you
give them all the information.
All the information.
that
So
they
we
would
need their finances, we need their funds, we need their hands, we need their
need them
time,
all.
we need their
We need
effort.
them
We
all.
need everything
We need
to
them
make
all.
this happen.
We need them
But it
all.
can
Everyone,
happen.
everyone.
happen.
And I'm sure it can. And so that number is 533-3384. Definitely, we want to encourage persons to reach out to Nurse Ferguson. And just as we begin to wrap up this segment, Mr. Ferguson, tell us on Saturday's event, just let us know once again where it is, how can persons get involved, and what time to be there.
This Saturday on Tino Beach is the start place. The 10K route is going to go to Pelican Bay. The 5K route is going to go to the Grand Bahama Yacht Club. And the relay is just a two-mile loop around the Tino Beach facility. Registration forms, again, online. You go to Fast Track Management page, and you can download your registration form, and you can call the number or email it back in, and we could collect it tomorrow while we're out to sea for the late registration or the morning of. Now, if you're doing the 10K, we encourage you to get there quite early. And we have a ton of prizes to give out. Like, for instance, you get a pair of cool shades to walk in if you're a
you
walker.
brought those shades for me, because they cool. I like them.
Yes.
And we did bring a few gifts for you guys, too.
Oh, thank you.
I like free things.
You know, we love gifts on
we
Focus
know
Line.
Bahamians are thingsy, so.
We take
Right there, you got
all right. We got our water bottle, and we've got
our
our
cups.
Fast Track for the Cure cups. Okay, we're gonna fly while we
serious
trek
about
down
walking,
there.
y'all get matching socks.
We're coming out in our socks.
We're gonna be coming out in our socks. All right, I'm excited about all
That's
this.
wonderful. We're wonderful. Thank you
And
so
the
much.
last thing, I know how y'all go. Y'all need
All
your
this
makeup
extra.
kit.
Oh my God,
Yes. Now
this
you're
is
talking.
really nice. Yes.
So
Okay.
y'all get y'all
Now
look.
you're talking. This is wonderful. Thank you
Excited,
very much.
excited,
So we're
excited.
going to be out on Saturday with our socks. We're going to have our water bottle and everything. Oh, that's wonderful. You know, we get excited. We get excited over makeup, so
Have fun.
that's wonderful. And just before we go into the break, we have a question that's coming up here on Facebook, and someone is just asking again, how can they donate? How can they donate to the Hope Society, to anything that's going on that you guys are working towards? How can they donate, Mr. Ferguson?
Well, it's just a matter of reaching out to the actual email address and reference to what you want to donate, whether it's time, like you said, labor, or finances.
And what is your email address?
fasttrackmanagement00@gmail.com.
Okay.
Say it one more time for us.
fasttrackmanagement00@gmail.com.
There we go.
Okay, wonderful. And Nurse Ferguson.
Yeah, they can reach us at hopeballcommittee.gbcs@gmail.com.
Awesome, awesome.
Wonderful. So I hope that person is still paying attention and they got those email addresses, and we can also share that later on at the end of the segment. And so, Mr. Ellis, as we wrap up, you and Nurse Ferguson, any final words for our viewers, our listeners?
Well, you remember I told you earlier that even though October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, the ball itself, which is the Live Hope Ball, focuses on all cancers. So we don't want anyone to feel left out. It's not just about the women, it's men who may have prostate cancer. So we want to encourage everybody to come out and support the event.
Okay, great, definitely. And that's your personal invitation for you to come out and support that event. That's wonderful. Nurse Ferguson?
Yes, and I can say again, the ball is, yes, it's part that we're raising funds, but it's also to celebrate the lives of our survivors.
Yes.
So we would call them up and we say, we need you to come out. We don't charge them. We just say, we need you to come out. Come and enjoy the night. Come and enjoy the night. We're celebrating your life.
That's wonderful. So this is great. Thank you guys so much for being here with us today. Nurse Pam Wiley Ferguson, Mr. Oswald Ellis, and also Mr. Ravano Ferguson. Thank you guys for joining us today, giving us this great information, and we hope to have you guys again on the show.
Yes.
Whatever you have going on, it's something that's happening that's positive in Freeport, and so we want to extend that invitation to you as well to reach out to us.
That's right.
All
Focus
right.
Forward is all about the positive things going on in Grand Bahama.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you so much. We're going to go to a brief commercial break, and when we come back, more. Don't you dare touch that dial.
You're thinking about starting a business or looking to expand and grow an existing business, the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau can help. We are your complete business resource center, offering a one-stop shop service to aspiring entrepreneurs and existing business owners. Did you know that most startup businesses fail within the first 3 to 5 years as a result of poor planning, insufficient funding, and lack of basic business management skills and training? The Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau offers a wealth of resources, information, and support to help entrepreneurs avoid costly mistakes, make wise choices, and plan effectively for a successful business venture. Why risk becoming a statistic? Helping entrepreneurs realize their goals of successful business ownership while working with existing businesses to remain competitive and profitable is what we do. Visit or call us today for more information on how the Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau can help you. Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau, empowering licensees.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying on the pulse here with us on Focus Forward. We're on KISS 96 FM and, of course, live on Facebook, so thank you so much for joining us. We're getting ready for our featured business segment, Alex.
We are. This is one of my exciting parts of the show because being a part of the Downtown Freeport Business Association, we are all about focusing and putting a highlight on businesses in Grand Bahama, and I want to remind the GB licensees to drop your business card in our bowl down at the headquarters. And what we do is we pick from this bowl, and you'll be featured right here on Focus Forward.
Yes, definitely. So if you want to have an opportunity to be able to be on Focus Forward, we're going to have the pick in just a minute after we have the interview. But what you have to do is you have to take your card, business card now, and drop it in the bowl. The receptionist area is located on the eastern side of the Port Authority building downtown, the big pink building. Just pop on in, drop your card in, and you will have an opportunity to be on the show. So we're looking forward to that.
All right, so today we want to welcome last week's pick, Mr. Brian Smith, the chairman and CEO of Allbill Hardware and Lumber Company. Welcome to Focus Forward, Brian.
Thank you for having me, and I must congratulate you on your show. I've been watching for weeks now, and I see you getting a lot of market share with your show. So let me congratulate you, and thanks for having me.
Okay. Thank you. It's great to have you here. And so, Allbill, you guys had the big pick last week. I looked at the business card, lots of stuff. And so when I think about Allbill, I think immediately of the building, the fact that it is so huge. And I went in one day, I was looking for some tiles, and you guys have so many choices, so many options. Tell us a little bit about what it is that you guys offer.
Okay, well, at Allbill Hardware and Lumber Company, we offer a wide range of building materials. We start from the ground up, straight from the foundation to completing your home. I would say that, you know, the hurricane came by and we had some setbacks, but what we are basically doing now is restructuring our company so we can have a grander 2018. But as I speak now, we're still supplying a lot of building materials, steel, blocks, doors, windows, tiles.
From the ground up, I can build my house with all.
From the ground up.
I like that name.
One-stop shop. Yes, yes.
Awesome.
That's wonderful. So what about for our licensees? You know, we have to ask for them too, Alex.
Yes, we do.
And some of them, they have bonds and they want to make purchases. So do you guys allow for bonded purchases?
Yes, we do. We do offer bonded licensees bonded products. And I think that help drive sales too, because everybody's trying to save a penny in this economy. And of course, the bonded sales really help drive sales.
And the convenience of shopping is important. So do you offer delivery? Do you accept credit card?
All of the above.
All of the above.
We do accept credit cards. We offer delivery. from the smallest item to the biggest truck and trailers.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yes,
So
yes.
anything that persons need, if they want to build a home, maybe they want to do some renovations in their home or their business, you guys carry all of those materials, everything from A to Z.
From A to Z, and we don't have it, we can source it. You know, in this new economy that we're in right now, we have a lot of clients who that does special orders, and we sell by the trailer loads as well. And what makes us so unique in that is that you know, clients will be willing to wait a week or 10 days, and that gives them a better markup on certain items, and that helps drive sales as well. So we can do takeoffs of their blueprints, and they don't have to worry about running out of goods.
So if there's a particular siding that I want, you can special order it just because I only want just to do this one side of my house.
That's correct. And you know, what happens too is, you know, we always have new building trends. So you can come inside with your plan today, and we help make suggestions. And we actually have a little surprise for our guests early in the new year as well, which we're going to be adding to our inventory / houseware section. Is
like
we're gonna,
housewares.
yes, we're going to have a consultant on board who's actually going to be doing some interior designs.
Okay.
I'm excited already.
2018, that's going to be the year
hope
for
you have
all
me back.
the
It's only 2
renovation.
more months, 3 more
Definitely.
months, and you have me back here, and we're going to have a lot of surprises for our clients and our potential clients.
All right, great. So we look forward to hearing a little bit more about that next year. We will be reaching out to you so that we can get some of that wonderful information to be able to share with everybody here in Freeport. Thank you so much for being with us today. But before you go, we need you to pick the next licensee for next week, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Close your eyes, drum roll, and just pick a business card out of that bowl. Here we go, here we go.
Who's going to be next?
So let's see who's going to be next.
Who's that?
We have Progressive Insurance Brokers Limited, Miss Deborah Delancey.
Okay, all right.
right.
Okay.
Well, Ms. Delancey, if you're watching, this is Progressive Insurance Brokers. You definitely have to be on our show next week. Give us a call, 350-9018, or you can call 350-9000. Make sure to let us know that you saw our show today and you definitely want to be on next week. Again,
Yes.
thank you so much, Mr. Smith.
Ms. Delance
for
is one of
being
my
with
good
us.
customers too, and she'll get an extra 10% for me picking her card. Come on down.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Thank you so much
Okay,
for
thank
being
you for
on the
having
show
me.
today.
All right.
Great. Alex, we had a full show. Talked about Cancer Awareness Month.
Got free stuff.
Got free stuff. We
Got other people
socks
free
and-
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm doing something too. Yes.
I really admired the persons who you interviewed earlier that talked about cancer.
Yes.
And we had some tragedies with Allbill earlier. And what had happened is the owners, my father and my mother, they passed away a few months ago. And what we did is we went ahead and we opened up a foundation, the Thomas and Norma Smith Foundation. And through Allbill Hardware and Lumber Company and also our subsidiary company, Thomas and Norma Construction, I'll be glad to work along with the Cancer Society to see exactly how we can assist.
Great.
Allbill Hardware and Lumber Company would assist from the building material side of things. Thomas and Norma Construction would assist from the labor part of things. And the foundation may channel some funds inside of there to make sure that something happens.
Awesome.
You see how things come together? So
Yes,
you come on,
yes.
focus
Positively
forward.
impact Grand
Yeah,
Bahama.
things that positively
Yeah.
impact.
Okay,
So
so-
thank you so much. Alex, great
Thank you
show
for
today.
having
Great show. We have to connect you with Nurse Wiley.
Yes, yes.
Definitely.
I look forward
It
to
was a
working
good
closely
show.
with them.
This is an exciting show today.
Yes, it is. It is.
Definitely. Grand Bahama, thank you so much for tuning in to Focus Forward today. We enjoy being with you each and every single week. And until next week, Thursday at 11 o'clock, I'm Glendia Sweeting,
And I'm Alex Thompson.
informing you on the positive things that happen when you focus forward.
You've been listening to Focus Forward, sponsored by Invest Grand Bahama. Like us on Facebook at Invest Grand Bahama Small Business Bureau to stay updated. And drop a business card at the Grand Bahama Port Authority receptionist desk to have your business featured on our show. Tune in next Thursday, same time, same place, for Focus Forward.